I am being joined right now by some pretty great people. This is Dr. Ginsberg, his son Josh, and Lawrence. We're going to talk to you in a second. But let's start with the doctor. Doctor, tell us a little bit about ALS and what you have seen in your patients.
Well, ALS is a progressive neuromuscular disease where patients get progressively weak in their arms and legs. It also affects their speech and their swallowing, and eventually they have difficulties with breathing.
And is the progression, I know we talk about the progression being 2 to 5 years, is that about right?
That's average. I've seen some patients live longer and some patients unfortunately go quicker.
And we need some kind of cure, something to maybe slow this down, or to help these folks that deal with this to live a better, healthier life.
Absolutely. At this point, we only have one medication that just helps to slow down the disease to a very small degree. They're doing a lot of research. They're doing stem cell research. They're doing studies with various medications, even dietary studies to help with this devastating disease.
Okay. And now, because you have the knowledge, unfortunately, you just had to make a diagnosis just a week ago to this handsome gentleman here, Lawrence Thomas. You guys at home may remember him. He's defensive back for UNLV, for the Rebels. Tell me what you just had to diagnose him with.
Unfortunately, Lawrence, I had to diagnose with ALS just last week, actually. It's a very devastating disease. Usually it hits people in their 60s or 70s, and obviously Lawrence is at the younger edge of the spectrum. And
Lawrence, I got to talk to you.
Okay.
When Dr. Ginsberg came to you and said, "Man, you have ALS."
Right.
What's the first thought that goes through your mind?
Obviously, I was a little devastated, but I tried to stay upbeat and just really come to terms with it and accept it and continue to move on.
And being a football player, and what have you seen in terms of your progression? I know it's only been about a week and a half since the actual diagnosis.
Yes, but about 2 years ago I started noticing that my muscles were twitching and I was losing strength in my hands and arms. It has slowly progressed, and my everyday life as far as eating, tying my shoes and things like that, I can no longer do.
I know you've also gotten involved with MDA, yes. And as we keep saying, it's only been a week since the diagnosis, but how have they helped you?
Very helpful and very supportive. All the knowledge that I've gotten about the tools that I'll need, all the great people that have been around me to support me.
I know, and the doctor has said, 2 to 5 years typically.
Right.
But you have a very special goal, and what is that goal?
One goal, just to see my son. We're on the way on.
You're going to make it. You're so strong. You have a beautiful family. You have a beautiful wife and a beautiful mother who is back there. Your handsome young son, 16 years old, is a fighter just like you.
Yep, and he's going to do it. I know he's going to do it.
Good.
And I want to be there for him to do it.
You will. All right. Doctor, thank you for coming in. Lawrence, thank you for coming in. And we cannot go without seeing your son Josh, Dr. Ginsberg's son Josh, who has been donating to MDA since you were, in kindergarten?
That's right, in kindergarten.
In kindergarten. And you have, saved up money all year long.
Right.
And you're about to make a presentation. How much money are you going to donate?
A total of $160.
Very good. So I'll take that from you. Josh, thank you for coming. Doctor, thank you for coming. Oh, you're wonderful. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right.